Y en la vida música acompáñame, como lo sabes bien, me das de comer.
I think the value for me, there's nothing that compares to coming to a community and really getting engrossed in what's going on in people's lives. You know, staying in someone's home gives you a whole different perspective than just coming and maybe taking a tour around and leaving. But I hope the value that it provides for the community, even if, you know, these women know so much better what they need than what we think they need. But I would hope that no matter what, just by being here and engaging in this process with them, it really validates the incredible work that they're doing.
Pues a mí, yo lo que aprendí yo con ustedes es una relación bien humilde, y también aprendí en ustedes cómo valoran las personas, aunque no somos iguales. Yo soy indígena y ustedes son, digamos, extranjeras, pero sí nos valoraron mucho y nos dieron su experiencia, lo que ustedes tienen, lo que ustedes conocen. Entonces nosotros también aprendimos con ustedes cómo amarnos, unirnos y trabajar por equipos.
The value of the trip has been really living with the women from Consorcio and getting to know them better. I feel like if we had stayed at a hotel or if we had done anything different, we wouldn't really get the relationship with them. And what we just learned here at IMAP is building the relationship is what differentiates you from a regular tourist and someone who actually wants to learn the culture. So I think that was probably the best thing we could have done.
I think what's really valuable about this trip is really reaffirming my commitment to social impact and really seeing what we can do on a micro level that has really big changes, and really remembering that it's about people. That's why we've committed to impact, is because it's developing relationships, and being able to develop these relationships cross-culturally is, you know, it's a priceless opportunity.
A lot that you can learn in a purely academic environment, but actually being on the ground and experiencing everything firsthand, seeing the trade-offs and the complexities of these organizations is very eye-opening and really underlines the importance of knowing your value chain, knowing your distribution chain, understanding your market, and all of the considerations that you really need to have in mind when you're building your business so that you really can have a sustainable impact.
Pues nos hace muy feliz al verlos aquí presentes. Lo primordial que nos ayuden a nosotros, que podamos convivir con otras personas más, como están haciendo ustedes, sin pensarlo de su tiempo, de sus casas, que están alejados, pero aquí lo que nos están brindando es el amor prójimo. El resultado ya está porque ya estamos riendo, eso es.
There's been a lot of value. This trip, we come in with a lot of knowledge, but we have to be aware of what we don't know. And so the community has taught us so much about just their business ideas, the progressions they're working, how they go about taking initiatives, just really things that they really care about, things that really they find important.
Bueno, lo que yo aprendí es el valor, es el trabajo en equipo, la hermandad, la comunicación entre ustedes como estudiantes, cómo se comunican y trabajan en equipo.
No, I actually think it has a lot of value to come and immerse students into the real situation of local people in Guatemala in general.
En primer lugar, el valor humano, la hermandad, la convivencia, como yo hablé ahí, cómo trabajan en equipo, comparten todo. Me gustó. Eso es lo primero que le puedo decir.
Many. The first is getting to experience and be immersed in a brand new culture, and one that I, now realizing I knew very little about. So just taking all of that knowledge in. Another value is really getting to connect with the people and the organization we're working with, Consorcio. Just really getting to listen to the women's stories and work with them instead of figuring things out for them. I feel like it's being facilitated really well in terms of how we're interacting with each other and integrating our program with their.
I think you guys can inspire all the local people to be more open, aware, and conscious about not only their strategic business plan, but about life.
I think this is an incredible opportunity, mostly because we spend time reading about cases similar to the Consorcio, and then actually being a part of it and seeing it real time is an amazing experience.
So this trip has been awesome because it has provided me a lot of insight into who some of these communities are when we talk about things like bottom of the pyramid, and more personally, it has allowed me to reconnect with some of my own roots. Although I'm not from this country, I'm from the country just above, and I find a lot of similarities between the Mayan communities over there and the ones here. I didn't expect that I was going to learn so much from the Consorcio and the women here. It's been a real privilege to share what we've learned at school, but also learn how they apply very similar concepts in real life, and so it's been an honor.
A value for me that I found in this trip was actually getting to know the family. Specifically living in the family's house. I thought that was amazing because usually as a tourist you're just seeing things, but we actually got to live it.
Veo es que ustedes es la práctica de la interculturalidad. Por ejemplo, ustedes quieren conocer más de nosotros y nosotros queremos conocer más de ustedes. O sea, cómo conocernos las dos culturas o varias culturas.
I think one of the key value points that I found was in our major, we really throw the word poverty around. And having traveled the world, I have a good understanding of it. But in this particular trip, I saw an example of poverty that really changed my perspective on the people we're trying to help and the for-profit social venture I want to do.
Realize that you don't know what you don't know. And I'm pretty sure that's a very common thread because back home you learn about a country, you learn about a culture, you read books, maybe documentaries or whatnot, but it's not until you actually convene with the people and talk about their trials and tribulations, what makes them tick, what they wanted to be when they grew up, and the reason why that occurred, not occurred, or just gives you that sense of togetherness and closeness with the culture that you're trying to immerse yourself with.
Aprendí un poco cuando hablaron inglés. Eso sí, estaría bien feliz.
Y en la vida música acompáñame, como lo sabes bien, me das de comer. Con ello yo aprovecho para compartir a todos los fuegos donde voy yo.